Denver, Colorado. Neighborhood I grew up in is called Park Hill. It's the inner city of Denver. Like everybody, I had a lot of opportunities to go the other way. A lot of my buddies that I was with every day went the other way. Some of them not here anymore. Some of them locked up right now.
The neighborhood was, I'd say, gang influence, gangs everywhere. The Crips, the Bloods. So he had to stay away from that crowd in order to get where he was going.
You know, I always say I was raised in my house and I was raised in there was a recreation center in my neighborhood. That was like my safe haven, you know what I'm saying? And even though it was in the heart of the city and outside those walls, it was tough.
The gang members had a lot of respect for the people that came inside of the gym. And they basically would not bother them, would not touch them, would not mess with them because, believe it or not, so many of them realized that these were kids that probably would have a chance of making it. They would actually leave them alone.
And the gang members would always go to his gang that they had gangs at the rec center or whichever center. They would always go and support Chauncey.
Inside, man, it was safe. It was fun. You know, I would, as soon as my mom would go to work, she'd drop me off over there. And when she gets off, she'd pick me up. So I was there, that was like my babysitter. That was everything to me.
It was like a safe haven for all of us. You know, if we at work, we know if they at the center, they're safe.
The guy that I played for at my rec center, that I played for the longest, his name was Rick Callahan. He was, he taught us a lot of things, man, because he was a guy that he wasn't from the neighborhood, didn't live in the neighborhood. He's a lawyer. When he wasn't working, he was in the hood trying to give back.
Harry and Kearney, they were my teammates and they were actually roommates at the University of Denver. We've been friends for 43 years. I got a call one day from Harry asking me if I would be willing to come over and help volunteer as a basketball coach. We were trying to keep the kids in school using basketball as a carrot. And we also wanted to keep them off the streets because we were seeing a growing gang problem. And we really wanted to keep these kids out of gangs in the classroom, and we wanted to make them good players, but we also wanted them to be strong young men.
The tournaments that we played in with him, you know, they weren't just in the neighborhood, they were all different parts of Colorado. So he took us all places that we never had opportunity to go. He had a big Bronco, he would pick the whole team up, you know what I mean? He started picking guys up in the morning, so we all be stuffed in there, which was cool.
Keep in mind, we have some very hard-working mothers out there, sometimes working 2 jobs. And it's very difficult sometimes for mothers and the dads to get them to the games and the practices. So Harry and Kearney and I decided we needed to get our own transportation. So Harry and Kearney and I, we all got Broncos. We actually stuffed 12 kids into those Broncos, and we would take the kids to the games and take them home afterwards.
He taught me a lot about, you know, people just trying to give back, you know, people caring about the community, you know, about the inner city kids, and because he didn't have to do it.
I remember asking a coach, my coach, what he expected me to do in return, and it was very simple. He said, I expect you to give back, just like I've given you. Chauncey asked that question of me one time, and I told him the same thing. Chauncey, I expect you to give back. You're going to be a successful man someday, a player, and you're going to be in a position to give back. And Chauncey is giving back big time.
Kids see him, kids look up to him, and he's here. And even more than any monetary thing you can give, your presence is probably more valuable. They look at him and say, if he can do it, I can do it.
One of the main reasons why I always go home every single summer is for my kids. So all they really know is I've been playing ball. And, you know, I've been fortunate and blessed since they've been alive, so they don't really know the neighborhood that well. So every single time I get a chance, as soon as the season's over, I go home. And I got my kids in the hood every single day, just so they know, you know, that it's not so easy for everybody. You gotta know that you're blessed.
His teachers, his coaches, his family, he understands it's a whole network of people, some of whom will never be named.
I think my strong family, man, my strong family is what kept me on the right path. it seems kind of funny, but even a lot of those guys that started going the other way, that got in trouble, those guys helped me stay on the right path, you know, and they've seen a lot of potential in me and told me, you know, this ain't for you, you know what I'm saying, this ain't for you. So even in their struggles and in the situation that they was going through, they even kept me straight, like, nah, you do the right thing, you know what I'm saying, even though we might not be, you got opportunity to get out here, do something positive, be an influence to these kids around here.